First, I just want to toss it to Michael Savage. Take a listen.
The so-called FBI, something's wrong. Let me tell you something. That's the rhetoric that's going to get people killed, Candace. Shut your mouth. Period. And don't link me. I don't need you. I've been around long before you. I don't need your goddamn audience to follow me. They can all go themselves if that's the they believe in. And I don't give a damn if you don't like me cursing. I've had enough of this.
Oh, man. This is going to be spicy. The other day, Candace Owens referred to Michael Savage, who is on the Mount Rushmore of talk radio. She referred to him and his concerns about the FBI investigation into Charlie Kirk. And she used a clip of his as if to kind of sound like she was in agreement with him or that he was in agreement with her theories. Well, it didn't really go the way that Candace probably thought it should go. Check this out.
Okay. Let's get into what we know about the Charlie Kirk assassination thus far in terms of what the authorities are telling us. First, I just want to toss it to Michael Savage because the energy of this, what Michael Savage had to say about everything that we're hearing, is pretty much all of us right now. Take a listen.
The so-called FBI, something's wrong. I know I shouldn't do this. I'm risking an awful lot to go up against this FBI, the MAGA FBI. Something's very wrong with what I just heard. I mean, I watched it. I was hoping that they had caught the bastard who shot Charlie. So we saw a video of a person jumping off the roof. It looked very legitimate to me. However, there was no rifle in his hand. Now, the Mauser does not break down very easily, incidentally, for those of you who know weapons. Something's wrong with the whole thing. They're trying to claim he removed the barrel from the Mauser and fit the receiver and stock in his backpack and barrel in his pants leg all in 2 seconds. It is not easy to remove a Mauser barrel or index it after reinstalling and remain accurate. We are not hearing or seeing reality. And by the way, the photo of the rifle allegedly left in the woods has the barrel installed. So we're supposed to believe a guy is on the run after killing Charlie Kirk, and he pauses in the woods to reinstall a barrel, and he leaves it for us to find, the FBI to find. I don't believe a word of it. I shouldn't do this. I know I'm putting myself at risk, but I can't take it anymore. I can't take the bullshit from this fucking government. It's lying to us. Something's wrong. Something's so wrong. It's sickening.
Sickening is definitely the right adjective, I think, to describe how a lot of us are feeling. And all I know how to do is to gather information, to research, and to investigate. And nothing is making sense.
Welcome to the Savage Nation. It's very late at night. I've been resisting doing a broadcast today. I started in my mind to write 3 of them, but this is the only one I want to talk about. It'll be very brief. I didn't know who Candace Owens was. I know she had a large following. I know the right wing loved her. And suddenly she started to link my commentary to her site, and we got a lot of visitors through Candace Owens. So the more I looked into it, the realization occurred to me that she is nothing different than a black racist. Now, let's just use logic for 2 minutes and I'll put to rest the lies that Candace Owens is putting out about Jews. And she's going to wind up getting Jews killed if she keeps it up. Let me be very clear. She's not nuts. She's not nuts at all. She just has latched on to a methodology to get morons to listen to her and tries to put pieces together that don't match. So she says that Netanyahu killed Charlie Kirk, or Israel killed Charlie Kirk, more specifically. Well, let me ask you something. If that was true, how long do you think Candace Owens would be breathing? If Netanyahu and Mossad is so all-powerful and so demonic that they could kill people in Lebanon with exploding pagers, they can kill people in Iran who develop nuclear weapons, but they can't get to Candace Owens.
But I don't like little lies. When there is one lie, there's 20.
some Palookaville nobody who dropped out of college, who has no degrees and claims she has 2 degrees. Yes, that matters. Now, I'm going to tell you something. We had enough of Al Sharpton. We had enough of, who was that preacher? Who I don't even see if he's around anymore, the black nationalist preacher. He preached the same for years. The Jews did this, the Jews did that. Let me tell you something. That's the rhetoric that's going to get people killed, Candace. Shut your mouth, period. And don't link me. I don't need you. I've been around long before you. I don't need your goddamn audience to follow me. They can all go themselves if that's the they believe in. And I don't give a damn if you don't like me cursing. I've had enough of this. Charlie Kirk loved Israel. He spoke highly of Israel. And she says they killed Charlie Kirk. Do you understand how dangerous her rhetoric is? This nobody from Nowhereville, this nowhere palooka, this nothing, this uneducated dolt who came out of nowhere and attracted an audience of unwashed morons who want to hate Jews and blame Jews for the loss in their own life. You don't have a girlfriend, it's the Jews. You lost your job, it's the Jews. Now, don't get me wrong. I have criticized liberal Jews my entire career. I hate liberal Jews more than you can imagine. I hate Larry David. Let me be very clear. I think he's a piece of shit. I hate Adam Schiff. I think he's vermin. I hate Charles Schumer. I think he's the lowest kind of Judenrat from the concentration camps. So don't put me in the category of the Judenrats and the Larry Davids. But on the other hand, try to use your brain for 2 seconds. You Nazi bastards, you. You believe this black racist who says the Jews killed Charlie? Nothing good could come of that other than some unhinged lunatic like the trans-loving prick who allegedly shot Charlie Kirk can go crazy and kill some Jews in a synagogue because of this deranged black who's making a bundle demonizing Jews the same way Hitler did. She's a Louis Farrakhan in a dirty skirt. I'll admit it's late at night. And I'll admit that I can't take any more of this blaming of the Jews. I know that most Christians don't go along with the Candace Owens and the Tucker Carlsons. They're making a fortune by demonizing Jews, and they say it's only Israel. They're full of shit. They're full of shit, by the way. So I'm going to end the way I began. It's a very short one. You're going to use logic and reason. The same Netanyahu, the same Mossad that she says killed Charlie Kirk because he was softening on Israel, couldn't kill her in 2 seconds. The same people who half of the Hamas in Lebanon, the same Jews who blew up Iranian nuclear scientists, the same Mossad couldn't kill this black racist if they wanted to. How stupid can you people be? How dumb can you be? The answer is endlessly dumb. I have nothing more to say. I've proven my point. Candace Owens, I don't need your linking my podcasts or my tweets. I don't need it. I was around long before you were. No one ever heard of you. All of a sudden you come along and you find a new shtick. Hate the Jew. And look at this. Look how brilliant that black person is. You call her a conservative? She's no different than any of the black haters from Black Lives Matter. She's no different than the Palestinian Liberation Organization that blew up Jewish children in buses. She is no different than any of the Jew haters that I've seen in my entire life. And I've taken all day to think about speaking about this. Mr. Savage is a Jew. Mr. Savage is a true conservative Jew, as are 30% of Jews in America.
Woo! Y'all, Michael Savage was not playing. And I think it's fair to say that he savagely dropped the mic on one Candace Owens. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do you agree with Michael Savage? You think that, hey, Candace, you're way out of pocket? Or do you agree with Candace? Let me know. I want to hear your thoughts. Definitely going to jump down there and communicate with you. So until next time, everybody, grace and peace. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the JWhit Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.